Hello, beloved ones. Haumatzime here, your freedom illuminator. It's an Inspirational Friday, and today I just want to talk about you owning your shit. How does that sound? Um, there is this you are too much energy, and at times from since you're a child, you might have heard that, oh, you are too much because you are speaking, you have your own opinion, and it's made wrong, and you believed all of that. I am getting a lot of this when I'm working with clients where it's like whatever they had, as much as consciously they felt like I have these big dreams, I'm going ahead, I'm going to achieve my dreams, they go ahead with it. But what is really holding them back is what they were told. And they're afraid that if I'm too much, then I might offend other people if I speak my truth. So people have this tendency of swallowing their words. People have a tendency of just sabotaging themselves. When you're just about to have a breakthrough, you're just like, uh-oh, what would other people think? How would I be? Because this, you are too much, it has this energy of when you own who you are, when you stand up for yourself, when you really speak your truth, when you own the light and know that you deserve to be paid for your brilliance, when you know that whatever that you're really good at is what is needed out there. It has this energy that if you own all of that, you might end up not being a loving person that is expected of you, and you believe into all that. It happens subconsciously. It's not something that you do intentionally, but you find that exactly when you're supposed to have breakthroughs, you pull back. Something happens. It can happen as sort of an illness. It can happen that you just create something, and eventually it's like, oh, and you beat yourself up. It feels like I'm not good, I'm not intelligent enough, I'm not worthy of this, and all that. And at times you find that it's just that you are too much that you were told when you were young. When you were told, when someone maybe left you because you were dreaming big, and they felt like, oh, you think you're just gonna be something else. It's like, just get over yourself. Who do you think you are? You are too big for your shoes. I've had I've had all sorts of things, and what I didn't know is that I believed them. As much as when people say that, I stood up for myself and I said, "Watch and see," or whatever that I said. There was a part of me that really held so much into that, and I was afraid. And I'm realizing that now when I'm working with different clients, that indeed what we hear, it really holds us back. So I'm just showing up here to just tell you that you are not too much. Whatever that you had, whoever said that you are too much, they might have not had the capacity to really hold the space for the amazing brilliance that you're really bringing. They might have not had the capacity to hold your magnificent light and all your bigness. They didn't have the capacity. And you are afraid that because somebody left me for who I was, or they even abused you, the emotional abuse that we go through when you are who you are. And the one of the questions that I know comes through a lot, and I don't know, raise your hand if you have this in from one person or in different relationship. Who do you think you are? Mm. You might have had it from your siblings. You might have had it from your partners in a relationship that didn't work. Who do you think you are? Have you had that before? That it's coming from that you are too much. And it's a way of trying to dim your light, to say you cannot occupy space here. Can you dim your light? And you have a tendency of getting into a room and looking around and just sitting in a corner to watch what is happening. And is it safe for you to really express yourself? Is it safe for really to own your light? Is it safe for you to share who you are with other people? You go around asking yourself these questions, and when you are meant to have those breakthroughs, you pull back, you sabotage yourself, you create something, because at the back of your mind, you know that some people might get offended. But let me tell you something. There are people like us who are waiting for you to really own all of that and show up boldly, because you are unique, and what you are here to do is not something that can be done by people who are going around feeding the addiction of the people around them. Did you hear what I said? Because at times what you call humble is people really feeding into the addictions of people around them. And not even about feeding the addictions of other people. It's us also feeding the addiction of that power center of love and influence, the hunger for love. Because if you are not going out there really loving fully from the divine being that you are, or influencing from the authentic being that you are, when you just own all of that, if you are not doing that, what are you doing? You are going around just petting people and just saying it's okay. Yet at times it's not what they need. They need you to tell them, wake up. Just wake up. This is why at times, because we are so loved so much, this is why at times we are given challenges that are going to wake up, because that's the only thing that we're going to look around and say, oh my God, without my job, who am I? Without my children, who am I? Without my partner who has been providing for me, who am I? Am I really capable of really providing for myself? And at times we have to go through that, where you realize that, I don't have any choice. And when you realize you don't have any choice, you step up. And when you step up, you realize, it's actually so brilliant for me to be my own soul provider. It's so brilliant for me to be an independent being of my life, to really take control, choose what you really want, choose the freedom that comes with you making choice. And when you are in that position, you are not looking for someone who is going to accept your weakness. You are looking for someone who is going to support and help you into really growing and being the great being that you are meant to be. You are looking for support. You are not looking to be in a relationship where you kind of like stepping around and asking for permission. Is it okay for me to be myself? You are looking for someone who's saying, be more of who you are. Who is going to support your brilliance? Who is going to put a ribbon on your hair so that you can even shine brighter? Even the friendship, because at times we're afraid. Is it going to be okay if I show up like that? Have you had that situation where like something huge, amazing is happening, and you cannot wait to share it with people that you love, and you go like, I don't want to upset them, because so lately a lot of beautiful, amazing things have been happening. So you feel like, I'll just keep quiet about it. Or you go and share something with your partner, and then they feel like, and they go sleep, or they're not really happy, or they'll just give you that kind of advice to say, just slow down, because you've been really leaping a lot lately. So just hold back, because it's not good to take this major shifts all at once. They're not cheering on, they're kind of like putting on brakes to say, just stop a bit. And I'm just here to tell you that own your shit. What is it that you're good at? That's the question that I want to ask you. What are you good at? What is it that you know that when I own this, and with this, because of my uniqueness, I can make change in people's life? Are you owning it? Is it something that you can really show up and express it from the core of your being, because you know it's who you are? I always tell you that I help with the embodiment. I help people to embody their unapologetical self. I help people to embody their power, because it's something that you are. But at times people are walking around it. Their power is here. Their brilliance is here. Their money is around them. They're not stepping into it and really owning it. That's something that I own. It's something that I do. And I'm not apologizing for it, because it's who I am. It's in my blood. It's in my bones. And what is it that you do that when you know this is what I do, and it's what I do so well, it's who I am? Are you embodying it, or are you still going around it? You are going around sabotaging who you are, because you are afraid that if you stand up boldly, some people might not like it, or you are too much. You might not be that humble person that other people expect. Some people, we are not born with that humble in our bones, but we are that. Some people might not see it until they get to know you. Some people might be ready for it, because at times it's not about you are not. It's who you are. But sometimes when people just see you, the light that you are is kind of like, oh, she is too much. He is too much. But if you are willing to embrace all of that and own all of that, those who are ready, they will see that and they'll say that I need that, because they have went through this whole, like I said, people feeding their addiction, which at times is like wanting to be needed. That's also an addiction. You can be with someone in a relationship and they hate you, they break your heart into pieces, and you're just like, they need me. Oh, you don't understand how many times I've done that. They need me. And I make excuses and they keep on doing that. And I'm saying they need me because I wanted to belong so badly. I wanted someone to tell me that you matter, you are enough. And for that, I fed an addiction of being needed. They didn't say, I love you, because even that action did not prove it. But I stayed because they said I needed you. And I felt like without me, they cannot survive. That was feeding somebody's addiction. And of course, I had an addiction of wanting to be needed. That is the hunger for love that I talk about a lot, which really stops you from being the being of love and influence, from really owning your shit and say, this is what I'm good at. And I expect to be paid for it. I deserve to be paid for my brilliance. That's you owning your thing and asking money for it, rather than sitting on it. And you look around and your people are waking up with the heartbreaks. They're wondering, when would someone really come through? I went through a lot of people, but I'm waiting for that person who is really here to serve me. And you are not open to receive because you are busy looking back at what happened. You are looking at the past. You are looking at the people who hurt you. You are hearing all those, you are too much, and you are buying into that. Yet your people are waiting for you. What is it that you are good at? That's the question that I want to live with you. And I'm just here to say you are not too much. You are just the badass that we need, especially in this time. Own your shit and don't just own it. Get paid for it. That's what I want to share with you on this amazing, beautiful, inspirational Friday. And I'll leave you with that because you are amazing. You are a magnificent being of light. Of course, you deserve to be paid for your brilliance. So what are you good at? Share with us and tell me, what is your takeaway from this? Comment below. Don't just leave this, because that's you really owning your shit. When you just say it loud and say, this is what I'm good at and this is what I know I can really serve people with, someone will come through, watch it and go like, that's what I need. And you are just owning it. You are saying it loudly. You are declaring it already to source, to say, this is what I do and I do it so badly. And your people are gonna go like, okay, this is what I need. Share what you know you are good at below. People are looking for you. Your people are looking for you because there are people who are just meant for you. I cannot wait to hear what you are owning today. And with that said, I wish you an amazing, beautiful weekend. Continue owning your shit. I'm here cheering you on. I'm cheering you on. I'm cheering you on. The question is, are you embracing it? Are you speaking it louder? Are you declaring it? That's what I'm just asking you. I love you. You are loved.